wait for some people to join. Welcome, everybody. Hope everyone's having an amazing holiday season. And let's get started. Sorry, just looking at some comments here. All right. Welcome, everybody. Today we're going to be cutting into this amazing dry aged steak. Well, it's already cut into, but this is a roasted garlic and herb dry aged steak. And we're basically going to cut this into steaks and probably vacuum seal these off camera. But, yeah. That's what we got. Hello. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having an amazing holiday season. We just cooked one of these, and let me tell you, it was absolutely amazing. And I'm going to have a video on this pretty soon. So yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So, we're going to cut into this amazing ribeye roast. This is USDA prime grade. So you can see that marbling. It's just, that's insane. Hello. Okay. So, I guess we can cut one steak for now. And we'll trim it up. Maybe we can just cut these into steaks. The pellicle is pretty minimal on this. The pellicle is just like the outer layer, which we have to trim off. But this one looks absolutely amazing. And the best way to do this is to just keep your knife straight. Kind of have a little peek in there, and then keep cutting through. And then really sharp knife is key. The bigger the knife, the better. Just helps get a cleaner slice. But here's one steak. It's about 1.25 inches probably. Pretty nice steak. It's about 3/4 of a pound, almost a pound. What's my favorite cut of steak? I really love a Denver steak or a picanha. But ribeye is definitely on my top favorites. How often do I sharpen my knives? I usually sharpen about once a month. It's been a while since I've sharpened my knife, but yeah. And then we'll cut another one here. And we'll just keep cutting. Keeping our knife super straight. This one's going to be a little bit of a thicker steak. But they're all relatively the same uniform thickness. Alright. This one's a little easier compared to other dry-aged steaks, but to cut into, just because the pellicle is it's a little bit softer because of all that extra moisture. But here's the other steak. Looks pretty good. Let's see the comments here. Am I going to cook this steak? I actually just cooked one of these steaks, and I'll show you guys in a second. Absolutely amazing. Okay, now this side is the pellicle side. From what I saw from the other side, it was very minimal. So I'm going to try to stay as close to the actual steak as possible. But it was like a very minimal pellicle. So it's not like other dry age experiments where it's just really dug in there. We also, yeah. Even though the pellicle is not fully in there, we also don't want to, like, leave any of those brown bits or oxidation. Just trim that off. Right. Now I guess we just have to trim the pellicle off the sides of this. And we'll have some beautifully trimmed steaks. So yeah, this is going to be part of my dry aging December series, which is coming to an end, but we're going to finish off strong. Okay. So we'll just cut all this. Usually do just one clean slice on the bottom side. Trim off some of this fat, which you could use for burgers. Just make sure you remove the pellicle. You can also use the pellicle, but I usually don't use the pellicle, although some people do. It's preference, really. Yeah, we just want to remove that darkened outer layer. And trim up that steak. Trying to preserve that cap muscle as much as possible. That's like the best part of the ribeye, in my opinion. Squaring it off. Beautifully trimmed steak. Just look at that marbling. USDA Prime. Everybody, this is USDA Prime. Okay. Okay. Next one. We're gonna go ahead and trim this one up as well. We cut 3 steaks, so we're gonna trim all of those. And then we're just gonna cut this right off. Do me a favor, guys, if you guys are watching, I would really appreciate it if you guys like this live. Yeah, I would really appreciate that. Okay. So we'll just keep trimming that. We're gonna leave about a little bit less than 1/4 inch of fat on here per steak. Just enough so it'll render, but not too much. You don't want to, like, when you cook it, for it to not render. And then it's like all chewy and yeah, we don't want that. Okay. Looks like it's a little bit like oxidized over here. Okay. Steak number 2. Thank you, everybody, for liking the live. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and cut into this. And yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry, I can't see the comments. Yeah, so the pellicle forms during the dry aging process. And you have to cut all of it. Yeah, just because you don't want to eat that, but you want to try to remove as little as possible without, like, leaving any on the beef. But you definitely don't want to, like, dig into that steak as much. If that makes sense. Right. Okay. Yeah. Just look at that marbling on that cap. It almost looks like Wagyu. Okay. Just peel this off. Naturally peels off. Alright. 3 beautifully trimmed steaks. We have some more steaks, so let me know. Do you guys want to see me slice into more steaks? Let me know. Is there any way to reuse the pellicle? I personally don't use it. I usually just toss it out. But you can put it in burgers, which a lot of people do. But yeah. Thank you so much, Beans. Awesome. Thank you for being subscribed for a year. Alright, let's cut into more steaks, I guess. I have another roast here, which we can cut into. This one's a bit smaller. But yeah, kind of cut into this. This is a chili powder aged steak. If any of you guys are familiar with achiote, that is what this is. But yeah, I think we can cut about 2 more steaks from here. We'll see. So, another one here. This one's a little bit harder to cut through because some of the seeds are there, but we got this. Thanks, Chef Ramsay. That would be cool. Okay. Okay. We're almost through. Nice. Okay. We'll trim that off now. Just a second. But yeah, let's go ahead and cut into this. This looks pretty good, actually. It did better than I expected it to. But yeah, let's slice into this. Sorry, I can't see some of the comments. Hello. Thanks for being a big fan. How long did I dry age this? I dry aged this for it's been almost 40 days now. I plan to only do 30 days, but kind of ran out of time. But yeah, this has been going for about 40 days now. Okay. We'll start by just trimming this. This one's a little bit uneven because it's towards the end. So like one side is like thicker than the other. But we'll just have to roll with that. You can also just trim this up for burgers or something. Yeah, but I'm interested to see if the actual like achiote or chili powder penetrated through. So that should be interesting to note. But yeah, as you can see, this one's kind of like all over the place when it comes to the pellicle. Just because this is the end piece, but yeah. Okay, so we'll just grind this up for burgers or something. Because like this part's gonna be rare, this is gonna be medium rare, medium well and well done. So we'll just like, yeah. This hasn't been. This is not Cheetos chili powder, but it's kind of like a chili. It's achiote. It's like a annatto seed paste. So super interesting to like see how this turned out. The fat is the hardest part to cut through, so definitely watch out for that. Um, would I recommend dry aging with like these chili powders? I don't know. It's a lot more riskier than just aging by itself. Because you're reintroducing moisture into the roast, so there's always a chance that it might go bad. But I mean, if you have a dry aging unit, it could be fun to try out the different recipes. Am I gonna stream more often? I do want to. So let me know if you guys want to see more YouTube lives. That would be kind of interesting, actually. Because I don't go live often, but if you guys want to see that, and if you guys want to see more long form of content too, just let me know. You follow my Twitch. Awesome, thank you. I actually have never used Twitch. I kind of just had it and created one last year. But if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, I mean, please. And then we'll we'll figure something out on Twitch. But yeah. Yeah, we can figure something out on Twitch. Let's see these comments. Lives are pretty cool, yeah. Thank you, Purple Ground. Yeah, Achiote. Steak looks beautiful, thank you. What's on the outside? It's Achiote paste with the annatto seeds. My shorts content is similar to Nick Giovanni. Yeah, I have a lot of inspiration. Okay, sorry, I'm looking like this way because um all the comments are here, but yeah. Who doesn't have Twitch? Yeah, I actually don't use Twitch, but if you guys want me to start streaming on Twitch, I mean I can start streaming on Twitch. Not a problem at all. Okay. We got all these steaks. What do we do with this now? Um so for the roasted garlic one, just stay right here for a second. Oh, I actually need a fork. Okay, for the roasted garlic one, we actually did cook it. I cooked it right before this live, and this is the result. Beautiful edge to edge, medium rare, and it is super tender. Like let me just show you. And by the way, I washed my hands. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I washed my hands over here, so I'm not touching with raw beef hands. But like, look at that. That's just super tender. And yeah, cheers. Mm. We dry brined it, so dry brine plus dry age, that crust is like incredible. Yeah, and there's like subtle hints of like rosemary and roasted garlic, which is really good. Am I planning on making more food content? Yeah, so I've kind of been like off YouTube for a while, for like 2 weeks or something, but I'm back now, and I'm gonna start posting a lot these next few days. Um, yeah, I did do a collab with Max the Meat Guy. We actually have 2 more videos that are coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. Um, but yeah, I have yeah, I have a few more collabs planned for 2023, so definitely stay tuned for that. And let me know if you guys want to see some collabs with some other people. Definitely put that in the chat. I am definitely excited to do a few more collabs this year, so yeah, thank you. Nick Giovanni and I. That would be interesting. Nick, if you want to do a collab. Okay, let's actually get these back in the refrigerator, um, because we don't want them to go bad. I have a plate here that I'm just gonna put them in. Okay, I think yeah, these two are the Achiote dry aged steaks, and I actually have a wire rack in the fridge. Just because I feel like a wire rack helps with airflow, so I usually put these in a wire rack when they're in the fridge. And then these 3 right here, we're gonna end up vacuum sealing these, and we're gonna freeze some of them, and then we'll just keep some in the vacuum seal. They'll last up to like a week or something. I should open a restaurant. Yeah, that would be interesting. Would I open a restaurant now? Probably not, but maybe in the future. I could open a restaurant, yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting. My whole cutting board's like full of achiote paste now. Just look at all these trimmings. Like this came from like 5 steaks. It's like a mountain of trimmings. So there's definitely a lot of waste in dry age, which is unfortunate, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, cooking is fun. Thank you. Um, but yeah. Um, yeah, cooking is pretty fun. Yeah, that's a lot of trimmings. How many steaks do I cook in a day? Today I cooked 2 steaks, and I have another one that I need to cook for a video. But I usually don't cook steak every day. I'll probably cook around 2 to 3 steaks a week. But yeah. And then today, surprisingly, we made a chicken dish, chicken tamales. I don't know if you guys can see that. But if you guys have been following me for over a year, you'll know that I did a tamales video over a year ago. Don't go check. Please do not check that video out because it's a pretty old video. But yeah, it's the same recipe, and it turned out pretty good. But yeah, so there's like, kitchen is like a full mess right now, after a full day of cooking, but honestly, I think it's worth it. Where do I get my supplies from? Steaks, I get them from Rostelli's Butchers. I just posted a video with them, so check that out. Salt and pepper. Osmo, of course. Osmo salt. Osmo. Hashtag Osmo partner. Yeah, Osmo. And then cutting boards. We get them from Booze Blocks. Whoa, that's really heavy. Okay. But yeah, my shirt got stuck in between the cutting boards. Okay. Yeah, Osmo salt. Use code NICOPU for 10% off. Actually, it's 15% off this month, I believe. I like your videos. Keep it up. Thank you. But yeah, don't mean to be that person that like plugs everything, but yeah, those are the products I use. More school lunch videos. I actually have a school lunch video coming out next month probably. But yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you remember the school lunch series. I am definitely coming back to that. So if you guys want to see more school lunch videos, let me know like what type of school lunch or like school food you guys want to see, because there are so much different school lunch. But the next one I'm going to be making better is probably going to be the spaghetti. So yeah, that should be interesting. Looks good. Thank you. Yeah, that steak was one of the best steaks I've made like this month. Super strong crust, super flavorful, juicy steak. Just look at the marbling. I mean, the marbling speaks for itself, right? Is Max the Meat Guy a nice guy? Yeah, he is very nice. Guys, check out Max the Meat Guy. He's one of the nicest people I know. Yeah. Oh yeah, trust me, the school food that I recreate is definitely edible. It is 100 times better. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get these on a wire rack. So don't leave, don't leave. I will be right back. I'll be right back. Please don't leave. I know a lot of people click off at this part, but please don't leave. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Did any of you guys leave? I feel like some people left. Yeah, some people left. Okay. How many days was it aged for? Those roasts were aged for about 35 to 40 days. So yeah. Yeah, they're about 40 days old. But they're in a controlled environment, and some of them were vacuum sealed in an umai dry bag, which is a special bag that allows you to dry age at home. So definitely, I just don't throw it in the fridge and forget about it. Although I did do that for one roast, and it's pretty funny because surprisingly nothing happened to it because it was right next to the refrigerator fan, so it got a lot of airflow. But yeah, I got pretty scared when I saw it, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, this probably went bad, right? But surprisingly, it did not go bad, so. Yeah, I haven't cut into it yet, so I don't know how it looks like on the inside. But yeah, anywhere from 35 to 45 days is really the sweet spot. I find when you're introducing dry age to somebody, about 60 days could be too strong. Anything past 60 is just lots of oxidation. It's just really strong. And anything below 35 days, you don't really get that like dry aged flavor. Um, but yeah, it depends on your. If you like a more nutty, more like funky steak, then something like 45 days to 60 days is good. If you like a really subtle flavor and like that really subtle dry aged flavor, then anywhere from about uh 30 to 35 days is really good. You can go up to 45 days and it has a stronger like blue cheese flavor, which is nice. Who inspired me to cook? Gordon Ramsay actually. And then just making food videos, people like Max and Nick and yeah. Yeah, 60 I've had 60-day once. I think for me it's okay. It's a little bit too strong, but it's yeah, it's not something I would like eat for like um yeah, it's not something I would like enjoyably eat, but I'll have it. Yeah, no worries, Beans. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good night. Rookie numbers in terms of dry age days. Yeah, no, I've seen some of Max's experiments. They go up to like 80 days. And I'm like, wow, that is really strong. But you start to see a lot of oxidation after about 60 days, which isn't ideal. Um, it's not like going bad. It's just lots of brown oxidation, which is kind of off-putting sometimes. Bye. Um, yeah. Have I seen Guga Foods? Yeah, I've seen all of his dry age experiments. He does a lot of dry age experiments. Yeah. Guga doesn't follow me back yet. Guga, if you're somehow watching this, please follow me back. Um, yeah, yeah. I feel like the longer you have it in the fridge, it's riskier, especially when you're doing experiments. Like, I covered this in chili powder. I usually wouldn't go more than 30 days for that type of stuff. Um, sure, you can guess my age. But yeah, for some reason I let it go up to 40 days just because I kind of ran out of time. But usually I would not go more than 30 days. Yeah. Anyways, we've been live for almost 30 minutes now. Um, yeah, we're closing in on 28 and a half minutes. I'm older than that. I know I look very young, thank you. You bought water buffalo and dry aged it. Nice. Close. You've never eaten dried steak before. It's a different experience when it comes to eating steak, and it's different, but I would say in a pleasant way different. But yeah. Oh, I am way younger than 20. Um, yeah, totally. Cubular. Thank you so much. And no worries. I'm actually gonna end the live pretty soon. Um, yeah, I'm actually gonna end the live pretty soon. Just because it is getting late. 15, yes. Yeah. I usually don't say it on camera, but just because you guys guessed it. Um, yeah. So sorry if I'm looking this way. Like my comments are here. Say hi. You guys are like right here. Say hello. Um, but yeah, sort of like. Oh no worries, no worries at all. I don't hide it or anything. Um, but yeah. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, dry aging really helps get a good sear. Dry age plus dry brine is like the perfect combination for like a super strong crust. Dry brining, just salt your steak on both sides, put it on a wire rack into the fridge for like 2 hours, 2 to 12 hours, and the outside just gets really dry. Helps you get a really nice sear. Super amazing. Also, lots of black pepper. That helps get a good sear too. It's not recommended that you drown your steak in black pepper, but a good amount of black pepper really helps. Garlic powder is prone to burning, so don't drown your steak in garlic powder. Hello? How long do I rest my steaks? I usually rest my steaks for about half the time I cook them. I also just leave it here, and then while I'm like setting up the camera for the next scene, it's probably like 6, 8 minutes. So yeah, nice. Okay, so if you guys have any like final things you guys want to put in the chat, we cut some dried ribeyes. I cut some grass fed dried ribeyes, which I just posted that video. Um, yeah, so I just posted that video, so check that out. Definitely check that out. So I cut those, and then I cut some roasted on camera. We cut the roasted garlic and herb dried steak and the achiote powder, uh, the achiote paste dried steak. Um, and then yeah, we trimmed those up, and absolutely amazing steaks, beautiful prime steaks. Yeah, I know you're going to place. Thank you so much, Zen. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. A huge thank you to everyone who joined this live. Let me know if you guys want to see more YouTube lives. I usually don't do this too often, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think. And these dry age videos are coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. We have a few more dry age videos coming out just to end the dry age December series. So huge thank you to everyone for joining, and thank you to everyone who is watching the dry age December series. Hope everyone has a happy holidays and a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys in the next live, probably in 2023. Um, but yeah, thank you so much. Have a good day, everybody. And I hope to see you guys on the next live. Bye, everybody.